When Farscape was originally broadcast, the first season episodes didn't have names. The episodes that later were named Nerve and The Hidden Memory are parts 1 and 2 of the same episode. So as we fade into episode 20, we have the mess that episode 19 left us. Aeryn's life is saved, but Crichton is a captive of Scorpius on the Gamma base. Rigel, as always, is ready with a suggestion about what to do.
Why the yachts are we still here? The Prowler's on board, isn't it? We should starburst away from here before Grace finds out where we are.
The selfish, egotistical, self-centered little Dominar's helpful suggestion is thwarted by a new complication.
Starburst is not available, nor is propulsion. We will be fortunate just to maintain orbit.
But, pilot, I thought Moya was prepared for one more starburst.
She was, but no longer. She has gone into what appears to be full labor.
She chooses now to go into labor? It's a little inconvenient.
She has little choice.
More than a little inconvenient, but the news gets worse.
Moya tells me this is not a natural birthing cycle. She's now certain that there's something wrong with her child. It is not a normal Leviathan.
Plot thread 1. Moya's giving birth. Plot thread 2. Crichton is still on the base.
Where's Crichton?
You should rest now, Aeryn.
Where is he?
Crichton's still on the Gamma base. He's being captured by the Peacekeepers. They're probing his mind using something called an Aurora chip.
Why didn't anyone tell me? Why haven't you gone after him?
There are hundreds of Peacekeepers down there, Aeryn. I cannot infiltrate that base without being detected.
Well, I can.
Don't try and stop me, Dargo.
I won't.
I'm strong enough to go alone.
No, you're not. I'm coming with you. If you can be an idiot, I can be an idiot.
Hey, among family, we're all idiots. But at least our heroes are useful idiots because Crichton needs help. He doesn't have a plan, and he doesn't have a way out.
There's no use resisting, Crichton. The chair will rip the memory from you even if you fight it.
The chair says he is. He's holding something back.
Then increase the extraction.
Stark is not much help.
What are you doing there?
Don't talk to me. Stay. Stay where you are. Don't talk to me. No talking to me. I do my talking in the chair.
Are you spying on me, Stark? Scorpius sent you in here to spy on me?
No, I'm no spy for Scorpius.
Fortunately, Jelena is a big help. Crichton is in expert hands.
Who's that?
John!
Where's that voice coming from? Shut up!
Don't say a word.
Jelena.
John, keep your back to the camera.
Did you get the peripheral tissue to Aeryn?
She only got it off the base. But I don't know if she made it back to Moya in time.
Who is that? Who are you talking to?
It's a friend. She can help us get out of here.
John, don't worry. I gotta go now. I can't stay tapped in for long.
Thanks.
Meanwhile, back in Moya, she is in less than expert hands.
I want this thing over with. I want to be still.
Rigel, you've got to stay calm during the birth.
I am calm. I've conceived hundreds of progeny. And those are only the official ones with my wife.
Oh, then you should know something about this. Oh, you should be able to help us.
I was never present at the birth.
Not one.
Well, of course not. I think this is a trifle different, don't you? My progeny were tiny. Tiny and handsome, like their father.
On the Gamma base, Jelena messes with Scorpius' chair, part of her plan for Crichton.
Are we ready?
All levels a go.
Calibration complete.
The chair is ready, Scorpius.
Good. Follow us.
Selena's ingenious plan works.
What do you want?
I'm here to thank you.
Yeah? For what?
I've never been one of the elite. Did you know that? My parents were common farmers. I was shanghaied from their commune as a young boy. I rose through peacekeeper ranks on my wits and my hatred. But still, some doors were always closed to me.
Well, thanks for the family tree, Grace, but frankly, I don't give a damn.
With this wormhole information you've given me, I now have the power to rise where I should be. You don't actually believe any of that, do you?
Come on, he made it all up.
You can't make things up for the chair, Captain. You know that. What is that?
I don't know. Kind of looks like an episode of Melrose Place. Is that it, Grace? It's the game up.
What?
Grace. First found out about wormholes when I came through. I gave him the information disk in exchange for my life.
It's a lie!
No, it's not.
He's lying! Damn you, Crichton! Tell him the truth!
But there's only one way to be sure it is a lie.
How?
For you to go in the chair.
Me?
Yes.
No captain has ever been subjected to such an indignity.
There's always a first for everything. Get Crichton back to his cell.
You overstepped yourself, Scorpius. You haven't got the numbers to put me in the chair.
Don't I? I commend your loyalty. It must be difficult to maintain for an officer like Grace. An officer on the edge and out of control.
Talk to me, Scorpius, not to them.
I have unconditional authority on a Gamic base. Captain Grace will go to the chair. To stop that, you will have to kill me. And all my men. Are you prepared to do that?
Do not listen to him. That is an order.
Do what you know in your hearts is the right thing. Put Grace in the chair.
Ah, Grace in the chair. Poetic justice, definitely. That scene is problematic, which I will explore in this recap's ponderables section, but it's an ingenious plot twist, as we shall see. Right now, the rescue party has arrived.
I found an access shaft. I should be able to get down to the base and look for Crichton.
Are you strong enough?
I better be.
Crichton needs more help, and not just from Aeryn.
Get the door open. What did you just show me?
I'm able to give a few thoughts, that's all. Rest, my friend.
How long have you been here?
2 cycles. Peacekeepers killed most of my people, but they kept me alive because I interest them. I'm able to hide thoughts that their chair can't touch.
It's almost ironic. What made me a slave now keeps me alive.
What made you a slave?
This? I'm of the Bannock slave race. Outsiders think that we do not feel, but it's only that our feelings don't always show. Just as this can hide our feelings, we're also able to cloud thoughts from our minds. What I know deep inside, peacekeepers will never see.
Ooh, Stark is a much more intriguing person than we first thought. But he can't help Crichton escape. That's Aeryn's job. Aeryn finds Jelena and learns where Crichton is and comes up with her own ingenious plan.
Look, I'm not going to say this again. There is nothing in there.
Just telling you what I picked up from Crace's carrier. I detected an unauthorized magnetic pulse coming from somewhere on this.
There is no signal coming from in there.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'll prove it to you. See? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What the frill is that?
Obviously nothing.
Get out of it, Stark.
You were right. I'll move them to another
They
cell.
don't need to be moved,
Why not?
because they're coming with me.
Who is she?
That is the Radiant Aeryn's son.
How many peacekeepers do you know in this base?
Hey, being rescued by the Radiant Aeryn's son would earn my eternal devotion, too. We are left to assume that off-camera, Jelena told Aeryn about the signal coming from Stark's device. More importantly, Aeryn's successful jailbreak interrupts Scorpius as he sees through Jelena's diversion. The Aurora chair shows that Crichton's memory doesn't exist in Crace's memory, but Scorpius is unable to pursue the issue.
What Crichton saw about wormholes
is not in this captain's memory.
One security breach.
This is Scorpius.
Sir, the human prisoner has escaped.
How?
There's a peacekeeper working with him.
Seal the base. Everything. He must not reach the surface.
Jelena and Aeryn team up to help Crichton and Stark escape. But there's a much bigger drama taking place back on Moya.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh no?
To give birth, Moya must equalize pressure with her outside environment.
You mean with space? What, Moya has to make a vacuum into here?
Yes. I can't stop her.
How much time do we have?
I don't know. Maybe 80 microns.
80 microns? Well, where do we go?
My dens?
Oh, well, that's very lucky for you, isn't it, Probato?
We can't get to you in 80 microns.
There are pressure tanks in maintenance base 6. I suggest you go. Go now!
Yes, it is, my dear. There's plenty of room in here.
I'm not getting in there.
That's all there is. Get inside. You only have 10 microns.
Oh, my bad.
And Rigel becomes a creepy old man.
Excuse me, I'm just making myself...
What is that?
What?
That.
Oh, it's nothing.
Where's your hand, slug face?
It's down there.
I know. Keep it in your caftan, pal.
Dirty old man.
Pilot! Are we pressurized yet?
Yes. You can get out now.
Finally.
Shalna, I didn't mean to.
Shut up!
Jelena tells Aeryn that they will need the ident chip of a senior officer to get through the base's locked gates. Aeryn thinks bagging a senior officer is no big deal, but the one she finds is a very big deal.
Captain Grace, what are you doing in this chair?
Who's that?
Who's that? I suppose I shouldn't expect you to recognize my voice.
Did Scorpius send you? Release me from this chair.
Why? So that you can kill me the way that you killed Lieutenant Teague.
Who are you?
I am irreversibly contaminated. Now do you know who I am?
Aeryn. Son.
Does this contaminate you, Grace?
As a peacekeeper, you took a blood oath to obey your commanding officer till death.
Yes.
I am still your commanding officer.
But I am no longer a peacekeeper.
You are a peacekeeper for life. On the oath you took.
Your oath means nothing to me. You made sure of that. You destroyed everything. I lost everything because of you.
Aeryn,
Do you know what I learned while I was away from you?
Everything I lost isn't worth a damn. And I don't want to go back to your past.
I order you!
You order me! You will never order me again.
I will track you down and kill you, Officer Son. On that I give you my vow.
You know what I give you, Grace? Your life. I will make you watch your life.
It is a powerful scene and a watershed moment for Aeryn. Its importance will resonate for cycles to come. In this episode, we are lurched from high drama to soap opera melodrama.
Do you want to be with Crichton?
I'm sorry?
He won't answer my question, will you?
Selina, whatever the two of you have been discussing, it's none of my business.
Yes,
Come
it
on.
is. He asked me to go with him. I cannot do that if he loves you.
Yeah, bad timing. Speaking of...
This manner of offspring. It cannot fly free. It is panicking and starting to charge its weapons.
Well, is he going to shoot his way out of Moya?
I think so.
Pilot,
do something.
Can you force an atmosphere I can breathe into that vent?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Maybe I can climb down the internal shaft and cut a seam so the child can get itself free.
You'd better hurry.
Just, be nice and calm. Nice and calm. Was a little blast.
That did it. The offspring's free. It's free.
How's Moya?
She's okay. We're okay.
Yay, everyone's okay. On Moya. Not so much on the surface. Weapons fire, explosions, peacekeepers running around, it's chaos on the surface. Zan shows her knowledge of explosives, and Scorpius shows his aggression.
You're not going with them. Shoot him, Jelena. Shoot him!
That was a little too easy, like so much in this episode. How in the world did Aeryn convince Heskin to go open the cell? Never mind. Crichton departs, leaving behind Scorpius. But it's the beginning of a beautiful friendship. What we learn in this episode. Despite some flaws, this is a deep and interesting episode. We learn a bit about who Stark is, though we are given more tantalizing hints than solid background information. We learn about Dargo's weapon.
I always wanted to ask you, Doug. That quarter blade, for a warrior, it seems a very unconventional weapon.
Many cycles ago, there was a race even more feared than the Peacekeepers. The Telox. They laid siege to my planet for over 100 solar days. When the final assault came, all our warriors had were these unconventional weapons. My own great-grandfather died in that war. When the final days come, Luxons believe that the Quota Blade will lead us to freedom.
We learn about the birth process of Leviathans, or at least this one. Moya has a child now. She's no longer pregnant, but has an infant who is not normal. It's a new complication for our heroes, and now they have a new enemy chasing them. Ponderables.
What won't you tell me?
This two-part episode of Nerve and the Hidden Memory is truly excellent, but it is not without some oddities. A few plot twists are a little too convenient. I mentioned in the Nerve recap Crichton and Chiana's sudden ability to pilot a prowler. I mentioned Aeryn's way too easy cell break. There's also this plot hole.
So, nothing of what we saw was true?
No.
Were you born on a farming commune?
Yes.
Were you conscripted from it by the Peacekeepers?
Yes, but...
How does Crichton know this?
We must have stolen it from a database.
While he was in Security 3 containment.
Look, I don't know how he did it, but what you saw on there is not true.
Grace should remember why Crichton knows these facts, because Maldus revealed them to Crichton in That Old Black Magic. Grace was there. I could nitpick on some other plot elements, but the big ponderable of plot convenience over believability is Jelena. She was a fun ancillary character in PK Tech Girl, especially in how she triggered Aeryn.
In the maintenance bay. Sorry for interrupting!
But Jelena showing up in the Gamma base, being at the right place at the right time to see Crichton, have the ability to rig the genetic scanner, then rig the Aurora chair, and basically move about at will and do whatever she wants undetected in a highly secure science military base strains credibility. But the entire plot hinges on the continual contrivance of Jelena's actions. Okay, fine. Every plot needs at least one suspension of disbelief to keep the story going. And Farscape goes to that well too often in this two-parter. But also improbable is Jelena's schoolgirl crush on Crichton. It isn't necessary for any plot convenience, and it doesn't fit what we know about the Peacekeepers. Maybe the writers thought that they needed her infatuation with Crichton to be her motivation for helping them. They could have chosen other reasons, such as resentment at the military hierarchy. In any event, the storyline of petite bleach blonde Jelena tragically in love with Crichton didn't work for me. What do you think? In the Aurora chair, both Crichton and Crace are said to be fighting to hold a memory back from the chair's detection. Not sure how that works. Do you think about a memory to not have someone read your mind about it? And how the heck did Jelena know how to fabricate a scene with Crace and Crichton? Talk about a plot contrivance. No, Farscape isn't perfect in its use of plot or characters, as we'll see in the next episode, but is still far ahead of any other science fiction show. And as we will see more of in the rest of the original series, it is truly original and exceptional. Tune in next time for more deep dive Farscape recaps. Same Moya time, same Moya channel.